How did I go from this to this? Underweight, overweight, shredded, burnt out. I've made every mistake in the book, but I also learned a lot. And maybe you will see a piece of your own story in mine. Right before college, all I wanted was abs. Just like every other teenagers, I thought having an ab would be so sick. I went to a local gym in Korea, hired a trainer, and I followed his workouts and nutrition plan blindly, but I was starving. I literally ate one sweet potato and like 3 strips of chicken breast every single day, and that was it. I thought suffering meant success, and I thought pain meant progress. Every night I went to bed dreaming of that chocolate cupcake. I don't know why, like that Costco chocolate cupcake, that was one thing that I was always thinking about at that moment. After 2 months, I got a 6-pack. Not just 6-pack, I had an 8-pack. At least that's what I told myself. But it was fake. I looked anorexic. The training plan was a lie, and I felt devastated. And then once I was done with my diet, I started binge eating. I ate everything I wanted. Cupcakes, fried chickens, Korean barbecue, hamburgers. And the most crazy thing is, I gained all the weight that I've been working so hard to get rid of in just 2 days. And that was my first lesson. Shortcuts in fitness come with steep costs. Then college happened. Someone asked, bro, do you want to lift? And I was like, wait, what? So it was such a big culture shock for me because I went to high school in Korea. And in Korea at that time, lifting wasn't a thing. And mostly people would just go to PC rooms to play video games, and lifting was not as big. So this whole gym culture was a big new foreign concept to me. But I walked into the campus gym and I was weak. I couldn't even bench a plate. Everyone looked like they knew what they were doing. Everyone looked confident. I felt small, I felt out of place, and I felt like I didn't belong there. So I went home and typed how to get strong, and that changed everything. I found strong lifts 5x5, 3 times a week, 5 sets, 5 reps. Only compound lifts, squats, bench press, deadlifts, and barbell row. No fluff, no 2-hour split, no bro split, no complicated exercises, just discipline and showing up. At the gym, what I did was I would find the biggest and the strongest guys, and I would go up to them and ask them, bro, like how did you get so strong? Can you take a look at my forms? Bro, how are you so jacked? Can you give me some tips on how to improve my bench press? And surprisingly, most of the time, the biggest and the strongest guys were the nicest ones that were always willing to help. I think that's the beauty of gym culture. Everyone starts somewhere, and everyone has been in those places, so people will try to lift you up as well. That was my second lesson. Keep it simple, ask for help, and just show up. For 1 full year, I didn't skip a single week. I lifted 3 times a week for that entire year. Even while traveling, the first thing that I would do is find the local gym where I can get my workout in. Just keeping it simple, lift 3 times a week, sleep, eat, recover, and repeat. And within 1 year, I was able to get my squat up to 3 plates, bench press 2 plates, deadlift 3 plates. And the next year, I was able to get to squat over 4 plates and deadlifts up to 5 plates, and it kept building. But what really grew was my mindset. And that was lesson number 3. Build slowly, stay consistent, your mind grows with your body. Now I'm 29 years old, I still lift heavy, I just ran a 3:20 marathon, and now I'm chasing sub 3-hour marathon. In 2023, I ruptured my Achilles tendon. At that time, I couldn't run or walk, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on my upper body. I was focusing on movements like pull-up, where I PR'd at 100-pound weighted chin-up, and also PR'd at 315-pound bench press, a weight that I've never ever pushed in my entire life before. And then once my legs started to feel better and I was able to walk and run, I started slow. And then I started small. I was focusing on 5K first. Once I felt more confident, I bought a $15 book, which was Hanson's Marathon Method, and I stuck to it. I trained, and I went from 6-hour marathon to 3:20 marathon even after my injury. After my injury in 2023, there were no hacks, no coaches. It was just purely just habits and reps. Bodybuilding is an incredible sport and it requires so much dedication and it's an art. But I think fitness is a lifestyle. It's exploring new places with a run. It's a strong confidence booster in your professional lives. It's knowing that even when life hits you, your foundation holds. If you have made mistakes, good, so have I. If you're starting from zero, perfect, so did I. If you feel behind, you're not. Just Google how to get strong, how to get faster, how to get a faster half marathon time, how to get a faster marathon time. Pick a simple plan, stick to it, eat, sleep, recover, train, repeat. I'm not trying to sell you a course and that there's a whole secret behind all this. You don't need expensive courses. The secret isn't expensive. It's just time, patience, and showing up. The biggest takeaway from all this is that the shortcuts collapse, but foundations, they last. So remember the lesson. Time compounds, shortcuts collapse. If this resonated with you, drop a like, comment your starting point below. Also, ask questions if you have one, and share this with someone who needs it. Let's build strengths together and keep on building this community bigger and bigger. Thank you, everyone.